Bouncing back from business failures is a critical skill for any entrepreneur. When faced with setbacks, have you ever wondered what separates those who thrive from those who give up? In today's video, we will delve into the journey of bouncing back from business failures. Facing setbacks in business can be tough. It often brings feelings of disappointment and frustration. Have you ever wondered what sets successful entrepreneurs apart from others? It's not just about bouncing back. It's about how they handle adversity, learn from their mistakes, and turn challenges into opportunities. How can you turn your next setback into a stepping stone for success? That's what we'll explore in this video. So, let's get started. Understanding failure. Let's start by getting right to the core of the issue. Understanding failure. Failure isn't where you end up. It's just a brief pause on the road to reaching your goals. It's like taking a break on your journey to success. Every successful business owner faces failure at some point. It's a normal part of the journey. But here's the thing. Failing doesn't mean you're weak. In fact, it shows how brave you are. It takes real courage to try new things, take risks, and chase your dreams, especially when there's no guarantee of success. So instead of being scared of failure, think of it as a mark of your strength, a reminder of how tough and determined you are. The impact of failure. Let's be clear, failure really hurts. It can feel like a punch in the gut, leaving you feeling down and beaten. But here's the thing. Failing isn't the end of everything. It's more like a choice point, a moment where you have to think carefully about what to do next. You see, failing has a funny way of showing you things that success might hide. It shines a light on where you're not so strong, where you might have missed something, and yes, even on your strengths. And if you're willing to face it head-on, failure can teach you more than anything else you've ever faced. Mindset shifts. Resilience is key when it comes to bouncing back from failure. Your mindset plays a crucial role in how you handle setbacks. It can mean the difference between giving up and coming back even stronger. So, what kind of mindset are we talking about here? Well, it's what psychologist Carol Dweck calls a growth mindset. This means believing that your abilities and intelligence aren't set in stone. They can grow with effort and persistence. Essentially, it's believing that failure isn't a measure of your skills, but a chance to learn and improve. Strategies for bouncing back. Let's discuss some strategies for bouncing back from setbacks. Evaluate and learn. To bounce back from failure, start by taking time to evaluate and learn from the experience. Take a step back, breathe deeply, and ask yourself some tough questions. What went wrong? Where did I go off track? What valuable lessons can I take away from this experience? Failure isn't just a setback. It's an opportunity to gain insights and lessons that can shape your future actions and decisions. It's like a springboard that can propel you forward if you're willing to learn from it. Adapt and pivot. Adapt and pivot is just a fancy way of saying change direction. But here's the thing. Sometimes, changing direction is exactly what you need to do to stay on course. Successful entrepreneurs aren't stuck on their ideas. They're committed to their vision. They know that to succeed, you have to be ready to adjust, grow, and yes, pivot when you have to. Seek feedback and support. The power of feedback and support is crucial. As entrepreneurs, we often try to handle failure on our own, keeping our struggles to ourselves. But here's the truth. You don't have to face it alone. Seeking feedback and support from mentors, peers, and even customers can be the difference between failing and succeeding. Don't hesitate to reach out, ask for help, and rely on your support network when times get tough. Overcoming fear and self-doubt. Fear is often the silent killer of dreams. Failure has a way of bringing out many tough emotions: fear, self-doubt, imposter syndrome, and more. But here's the thing. Fear isn't your enemy. It's a sign that you're pushing your limits and stepping outside your comfort zone. Instead of letting fear stop you, recognize it, accept it, and then take action despite it. Remember, courage isn't about being fearless. It's about taking action despite your fears. Turning failure into success. Turning failure into success is a key trait of successful entrepreneurs. They don't just recover from failure, they come back stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. They know that failure isn't the end. It's a chance to pause, rethink, and then come back stronger. So if you're facing failure now, don't lose hope. Remember, setbacks are opportunities to learn and grow. Seek support from others, keep moving forward, and remember the saying, it's not how often you fall that matters, but how often you get back up. Building resilience. Resilience isn't just about recovering from failure. It's about moving forward. It's about using the lessons you learn from failure to drive your future success. So, how do you build resilience? Well, first, it's about having a positive mindset, having people around you who support you, and sticking to your goals even when things are tough. It's about seeing failure as a part of your journey and using it to move ahead. Celebrating small wins. Celebrating small wins is crucial, especially in tough times. When faced with failure, it's natural to focus on the negatives and the challenges. However, success isn't just about reaching your goal. It's about enjoying the journey. It's about recognizing the small achievements, the milestones, and the progress you've made. So take a moment to appreciate your efforts, give yourself credit for how much you've accomplished, and remember that every big achievement starts with a small step. Next steps. Now that we've covered the strategies, mindset shifts, and building resilience, let's talk about your next steps. It's one thing to understand how to bounce back from failure. It's another thing entirely to put that knowledge into action. So, take some time to reflect on what you've learned today. What resonated with you the most? What are you going to do differently moving forward? Remember, knowledge without action is just information. It's what you do with that knowledge that will ultimately determine your success. Long-term growth strategies. Long-term growth strategies are essential when recovering from setbacks. It's not just about getting past the immediate problem. It's about making sure you're set up for success in the future. One way to do this is by thinking about how you can improve and change your business model based on what you've learned. You could try adding new products, going into different markets, or making your relationship with customers stronger. If you want to do well, it's important to be ready to grow and change whenever you can. Resilience and leadership. Leadership is really important when things go wrong and you want to help your team get through it. As a leader, it's important to show them how to deal with tough times by doing it yourself. Show them that it's good to change and learn new things, and show them how to be open when they make mistakes. Talk with them and work together to make things better. When you're strong and help them be strong too, you'll make your business better. Well, folks, that brings us to the end of today's deep dive into the world of bouncing back from business failures. We hope you found these strategies and insights valuable and that they've equipped you with the tools you need to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of the entrepreneurial journey. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow entrepreneurs. And as always, remember that failure is not the end of the road. It's just a detour on the path to success. So, keep pushing forward, keep learning, and above all else, keep bouncing back. Until next time, stay resilient, stay determined, and keep chasing those dreams.